Oh dear God. Oh, what have I done? Oh no. Oh God. Okay, I am live. Um, really fucked with my setup like 2 seconds before I hit the live button. I didn't realize it, and oh no. Okay, there we go. Oh boy, what a start. Hello, everybody. I'm gonna assume I'm not alone, even though it looks like I am, as always. Uh, I am here to talk about Kraloth, and I'm going to pronounce his name correctly this time. Probably. Don't count on it. um, I know that Marimo can't make it, and I don't think Yami can talk. I don't think Scotty can talk either. I know my beloved is coming later. So, did I actually go live? Yeah, I'm live. Okay. Cool beans. Cool beans. Okay, cool. I'm gonna draw. While I wait for people. Ah! Hello, Yami. I see you. I'm sure you won't be alone for long. I know my beloved or my partner is just like, it's so funny because beloved is a meme, but it also is a cute pet name. So it sounds like I'm talking about like my beloved Blorbo, but I am actually talking about my partner who was excited to join for this stream. Hey, and there they are. What's up, everybody? We're drawing Kraloth learns how to cook from one of the Jalanthar dwarves, which I'm re-listening to Jalanthar right now. Or at least I'm doing a big re-listen, and I'm right in the Jalanthar area, so I thought it would be very appropriate, unless anybody has any better Kraloth ideas. But here we are, my friends. Yes, I know you're training somebody, Yami, no pressure. I'm happy with lurkers. I love lurkers, in fact. And yeah, Galaxy! Isn't it crazy? Yeah. The heartfelt reunion. Not really a reunion. A heartfelt yeah, you know what? Reunion in chat right now. It's beautiful. It's gorgeous. Uh It's funny cuz well, first of all, Kraloth learns the secret of bland stew AMV. I mean, it's funny cuz that wasn't a bit yet. Oh man, it was so not a bit. It was a bit after he died. That's cute. Okay. I have I have discussion topics about Kraloth, or we could just generally talk about Kraloth. Whatever you want, my love, because I don't think Yami's gonna be able to talk, and I don't think Scotty could make it. So it's us. It's you and me, baby. Um, my first one is, when did you really start to like Kraloth? After? Yeah, that joke came after. They didn't talk about Bland Stew until season 2. He'd have issues with Bland Stew. Yeah, he would. I think that Mari is technically a better cook than Kraloth, because I think Kraloth started out as a really bad cook until he learned and got the feat. But I love his passion for it. Or, yeah, that's fine. I'm still fine with this face. Uh I cannot be quizzed on Dice Shame to save my life, good grief. I know, my love. I know. And yet you're still gonna write me fanfiction for my birthday. My darling. Zulf and Kraloth need to cook together. Oh my gosh, that'd be so cute! But Zulf would not like that. Zulf would be like, get out. Get out of my kitchen. Kraloth is. I feel like we all need to recognize that Kraloth is a noob. Like, categorically, he's a noob. Um, and I feel like Zolf would not have patience for that. Uh, although I don't remember too much about Zolf's character because it's been a while since I've listened to RQG. Maybe. Hello! Who are you? Mojo? 3? I love your name. Can I call you Mojo? Amazing. Uh, hello Mojo. Are you in the Discord at all? Or are you a Daishim fan at all? Zolf wouldn't. Yeah, thank you, Yami. Confirming. It would be cute, though. I remember him being a good cook, Rip. He used to make burnt scones and thought that they were normal until a dwarf in Jalanthar taught him that non-burning scones are actually better. He kicks Wild out of the kitchen. He kicks Wild out of the kitchen, and Wild is his partner, so I feel like Kraloth would not stand a chance. Uh, anyway. My first question is, I have a list of discussion topics. You guys have to respond to 2 of your classmates. Oh, hi Mojo. I did watch the first episode of Fantasy High. Uh, that is, yeah, I did watch it. I thought it was pretty crazy. I thought it was pretty kooky and funny. Um, uh, uh I have the urge to find another project in the fantasy high realm because that used to be my forte, but I haven't really picked out a good moment yet. There's not a lot of like, they got to be fully in character and it's got to be a banger, and no hurt to Dimension 20, but they do jump out of character a lot. Uh, yeah. Uh, but yeah, I liked it. It was pretty good. I liked the bits about the gaslighting us into believing that NPCs were always around. Um, Mojo, I hate to ruin your vibe, but this is a Daishame themed stream. So I am gonna talk about Daishame the entire time. Although I love your gumption. I love your I hate to disappoint you, my friend, but I am not gonna talk about Fantasy High. Uh, though I am excited for the new season. Um, so anyway, about Kraloth. I my first question, which I prepared these like I am making a discussion board post and like, oh gosh, what was that called? Canvas, or Blackboard. College flashbacks. Okay. Well, you're gonna get spoiled, Mojo. But you know what? You're a trooper. I love it. Um, when did you guys start liking Kraloth? Because I'll be honest, I confused Dord and Kraloth almost constantly in the first season. This is not a good face. I think it's the eyes. Goodbye, eyes. Perhaps the eyebrows. Um, and perhaps the mouth. We're keeping the nose. Um, I did not pay attention to Kraloth. I did not like Kraloth. I didn't care about Kraloth at all. I just didn't. I just did not pay attention to Kraloth one bit, and it was really funny because I was talking to Galaxy midway through my Daishame listen and telling them like, I don't really like Kraloth that much. Like they're not my favorite, and then they're like, oh, but he's my favorite character, and I'm like, what? Why? And then I, finished season 1 and immediately found out why. uh, but I would say that I started to like Kraloth around the Imp arc time. But also he was really funny in Golden Fields, so maybe a little bit before. But I started seeing him as a full character when he started stealing stuff and generally being desperate and sad. It was fun and sneaky. It was good. I'm gonna come back to this face. I'm not feeling it. Discussion topics? You mean I'll be quizzed on Dice Shame now? It's not necessarily a quiz. I think you'll remember everything that I have written down. Uh, oh, same, says Yami. Yami, I'm surprised you're able to type. Aren't you straight up at work? You can lurk, Yami, if it's more comfortable, but I appreciate it. But also, are you saying same that like you confuse Kraloth with Doran? Because it's not that they have that similar of voices. I couldn't keep it in my mind who was the fighter and who was the cleric. Because Dwarven cleric is such a classic that I was just like, human cleric? No, human fighter, of course. Uh, no, I refuse to. My darling is giving me art advice. I refuse. I'm going to move on to something else. Um, I love you, but no. Uh, I think red was my fave at the start, but Kraloth jumped to the top when it was shown he was a death cleric. Oh, yeah, that does seem like your vibe. I definitely thought it was an interesting. I just had seen a grave cleric before, so the novelty, it wasn't there for me. I think I saw one in NADPOD and then in another campaign, so it wasn't that interesting to me personally. And then I mean, I like it. I like the whole thing with Kellamvor a lot, especially because I'm of the opinion that Kellamvor sucks. I am anti Kellamvor. I hated him before he went undead and turned on him. I hate Kellamvor so much. Uh, he. Okay. Yes, confuse them. Nice, Yami. Shake hands. I work from home, so I'm training via Discord. Oh, okay. Cool. Wow, that's sick. Okay. Would you recommend me watching this? I also love listening to people while I play. Okay, cool. You know what? You can listen to this if you're never going to listen to Dice Shame or if you don't care about spoilers. Because we are going to be spoiling a lot for Dice Shame. And I would say Kraloth is probably the most spoilery character in the podcast. So, yeah. I love to have you, Mojo. You're freaking fantastic. I'm your biggest fan, but uh red is my fave. Yami, of course, of course. Red is a classic fave. I do feel that. He's a solid number 2 for me, tied with Kraloth. Uh, I did like Red immediately. Red very was an instant classic for me. I love anybody that's stupid, honestly. They're always they're always they're always great. Oh, Scotty! Hi, Scotty. Oh, I didn't think you were gonna be able to make it. Oh, dude, if I were here, I would give you a fist bump because I don't like hugs. But like, hell yeah, Scotty. Uh, we're talking about Scotty just to catch you up. We're talking about when we started liking Kraloth because Yami and I agree that we confused them we confused him with Doran in the beginning. Uh Flashbacks to me being unable to distinguish Ben and RQG right up until Zolf was put in jail. Until Zolf was put in jail? That's so late. Darling. I'm mad at Kellen for, yeah, Scotty! Yeah! He sucks! Yeah, bad gods. I mean, all gods are. I would say all gods in a D&D campaign are not great. They're just using you. They all have a, you know. They're like, it's like, I would say assigning yourself to a god in D&D is like finding a boss and pretending that your boss loves you. Like, they all have a mission and a purpose. That's what all the D&D gods do, is they have this really specific goal or a specific category of things they care about. And if you go even slightly outside of that, you're gone, baby. Uh, anyway. Fist bump! Fist bump! Mojo, Dice Shame is a podcast. There's no video. Hi, Bumper, everybody. Hi, Scotty. Yummy. Maricore. Maricore. Okay, Mojo. If you want me to recommend you Dice Shame, I would absolutely recommend you Dice Shame. However, I really, really love Dice Shame for very specific reasons, and I think it might clash with other reasons, in that Dice Shame is a very moment-by-moment roleplay focused podcast. I mean that they roleplay pretty much all travel, a lot of campfires, there's a lot of talking, there's a lot of like character relationships, which I really, really, really enjoy. But if you're coming from Fantasy High or Dimension 20, you might not like it if you're expecting Dimension 20. Uh, because it is not high action, thriller, combat, you know, fisting, fisting? Throwing punches. Fisting. Wow, that came out really wrong. It's a very, it's a podcast more than a show, I would say, in that it really adheres to the medium of being, really wraps you in this space and gets you to fall in love with these characters rather than gets you invested in the world. Although the world is awesome, but it is Faerun. So, it's just, you know, keep it in mind. It's a little bit slower paced, but it's a beautiful podcast. The character relationships are the best part of the podcast for me. I love the character relationships. I would say if you're watching Fantasy High and other Dimension 20 shows and you're like, "Man, all these characters get along all the time and that's wonderful. Friendship, huzzah." Well, Dice Shame has friendship huzzah, but it also has arguments galore and, tension and complex relationships. It's really great. Um, Maricore. Don't tell Grizzup that Artemis was his god. I just listen, I used to be religious and now I am not, and I have beef with gods. I don't know what to say. Personal bias. Um, I haven't had a chance to work on my quote for like a month. Oh, shame. You know what, Scotty? I was thinking about this, and this is a Kraloth focused session today, but I am going to talk about this. You were not calling yourself an artist in one of my streams until Galaxy and I bullied you into it, which that has a lot of history of typically female, not that they're exclusively women stuff, but like crafts, like quilting and embroidery and stuff like that recently have fought to be considered an art form displayed in museums and stuff like that. So really, you're doing feminism a favor, regardless of gender, if you consider quilting an art form. Because, people have been fighting for those things to be considered art. Why am I talking about this? I don't know. Anyway, I'm a fan, Scotty. I'm your biggest fan. No. Galaxy is your biggest fan. I'm your second biggest fan. Uh, Scotty, it's not like there's any rush. Not even on the Discord. I get my intel from stuff. That's true. So many screenshots have been sent to Galaxy. I guess Soul was the odd one out in RQG. Oz's relationship with Aphrodite is, I would say, pretty alright. Like I don't think that she really relies. I don't think she really has like a purpose from Aphrodite except to be a good loving person, which you can just kind of be that without a god. You don't really need a god to do that. But if you want to find that in a god, that's fine, I guess. Uh, I get that, but you're here and I'm excited. Aw, cute. And no, I totally hear you on that. Thanks, Yami. The god thing. Thanks, Yami. I appreciate you specifying context because there's a delay. I haven't drawn in so long. Yeah, babe, you tell him. Oh, damn, fire emoji. I just got told. I love it. Listen, it is a very patriotic thing, or patriotic. Whoa, I can't think of the word. It's a very sexist thing to consider crafts like that were typically done by mothers and women, not art. They take as much patience and time and material and learning as other art forms, I would say, maybe even more. I fucking hate sewing, and drawing is all right. But yeah, anyway. Sorry. It was just a remnant of art school that came out. I attacked you. I'm so sorry. I'm not drawing good tonight. I'd rather just talk about Kraloth. I just got told. I love it. You're an artist. An artist, Scotty. Consider it. Okay. Alright, let's talk about Kraloth, guys. I got another one. Okay, feelings about Captain Teneros. Hated him from the start. I did not like him. I thought he was really pushy and really mean. And then Joe kind of did a spin of like, he's like a father figure. And I went, no. He's a Ugh, bleh. Uh, I thought I he's just so immediately verbally abusive to Kraloth, and Kraloth is like, "Oh yes, I'm a soldier," and I went, "Oh no, no, Kraloth, get some self-respect. No gods, no kings, no masters." Eh. Uh, and then he gives up on Kraloth hard when he turns undead. So it's I hate his guts. Oh, tapestries and woven pieces in indigenous museums. Really good point, Galaxy. Uh, I do not feel attacked. I feel seen. What is? Oh, Captain Tenuros. That's a good abbreviation. Captain can't spell his name? He stressed me out. It was great. Oh yeah, I hated him. Oh, Grad. Well, we're all in agreement. I was hoping that maybe one of you would be like, "Nah, I loved him to death," and then we could have an argument. But oh my god, he sucked. I hated every time he spoke. Every time he came out. There was one time when Torrens bar got attacked and they were cleaning up the mess and Captain Teneros came out and was like, "Why aren't you on the mission, bro?" And I went, "Die, burn in hell." Like, come on. He's defending Jack's boyfriend's bar. What do you want from this guy? You want him to go fight a silver dragon right now at whatever level they were? Die. You're already dead. Uh I'm having a lot easier time drawing this dwarf. Scotty scene. Flower emojis. Perfect. Okay. Uh okay, I feel like we've already covered Kellenvor, so I'm moving to the next discussion point. Yes, I did. I am a nerd. I did make a lot of discussion points for this. Evil Kraloth. How do y'all feel about it? I know my partner feels good about it, which I'd love to hear your thoughts about why, darling, but I love Dice Shame and I love the story. I do. Evil Kraloth, I had a hard time listening to. Obviously, he wasn't like flagrantly evil all of the time, but oh my gosh, there were just some moments where I would just cringe so bad. In fact, there's a part of the podcast that I've never listened to, and it is when uh they are in the dwarven town and he is on a date-ish with the lady. Oh, I forget her name. That's so sad. I literally have never listened to that part because Kraloth described or Justin described Kraloth as being appearing bored and checking his nails as she was talking about her life, and I went, I can't do this, I can't listen to this, and I've never listened to it. I still haven't. I just can't. I physically can't bring myself to listen to that part. Somebody will have to tell me what happens and how that scene ends because I skipped until I didn't hear Joe talking anymore, and then it was after that. I couldn't stand Evil Kraloth. It made me so sad and it made me cringe. But I'd love to know everybody else's thoughts. I am not the master of opinions here. I'm just a humble artist. Uh, humble. Lol. Uh, oh man, I just said lol out loud. Like, I know I'm in my 20s and I'm allowed to do that, but I shouldn't. It was awful. Sexy, hot. Baby. You're dating me. What did that say about me? He was awful. It was amazing. He was so cringe. Well, I agree with you. Except for the fact that it was amazing. I agree with all of those points. Uh, I get why Captain wants to push Kraloth into whatever, but the way he went about it was so, I don't know, dismissive of Kraloth's current group. Yeah, I agree. He was just so pushy in a way that I didn't like it. Even Torin is less pushy, and he's literally dating Jack. Torin is like, yeah, I know you gotta adventure, whatever. It's like, Dude, fight a little bit harder for your boyfriend, bro. Uh, but I like it. I like it. Don't get me wrong. But the fact that uh, Captain Tenero sucks. I'm glad we all agree. I mean, that part of the problem with Celeborn in general. That is part of the. Yeah, I agree. I was so sad about the love interest. It is so, 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 so sad. Oh no. She just kind of wanders off? No! Oh. I'm never gonna listen to that. Can somebody describe that scene in full? Because that's so sad and I want to know more, but I don't want to listen to it. Do 14-year-olds not say lol? I'm not 14. I don't know what you mean to imply here, Scotty. Uh, I definitely do think younger people say lol. I guess I just don't I just people of my generation and older don't usually say lol out loud. Um I'm sorry, I love when characters who are nice decide to go ape shit. I mean, I agree, but in this specific instance, I want Kraloth to be cute and nice forever. 14-year-olds were saying wrecked and keck last time I checked. I could uh lol. I do say lol. I say raffle. Out loud or over text? Scotty, are you in your 20s or 30s? That's important to me because I'm in my 20s. And do you say it out loud? That's what I want to know. Do you say it to your coworkers? Do you say it to your friends? Ah, rise, our father Lucifer, of course. Oh, raffle. I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? Yeah, I couldn't stand Evil Kraloth. I had a hard time listening to that point in the podcast. It just made me so sad. And all of his friends were keeping him around and struggling with his new identity. Even Doran, who barely notices anything, was like, "You suck, Kraloth." And Kraloth was like, "Yeah, that's funny." Um, yeah, I say it out loud. Okay. And older than that. All right, that's cool. You definitely give off 30 vibes, my friend. But I know barely anything about you, so I guess that doesn't mean anything. But uh LOL, like Jonathan Sims, head archivist. Does that guy really say LOL? That is not the vibe I got from. Okay, I knew that I kind of vaguely knew that TMA was in modern age, but I also kind of thought it was like before cell phones, that kind of vibe. Again, I've never listened to it, and I never will. Lol. Thanks, I'll take 30 vibes. Yeah, sure. Yeah, I don't know. I have a hard time guessing people's ages. Um, okay. Do y'all think Kraloth's story ended too soon, at just the right point in time, or it should have gone longer? Wait, hold on. But one of those is a repeat. Did it end too soon, too late, or it should have gone longer? And I'm gonna hold my opinion on this until I see more, until I see everybody else's opinion. I hope you cannot hear my roommates arguing. Oh wait, maybe he should be. It's fine. I thought about giving this dwarf like dreadlocks, but I kind of made this really crazy beard. Well, you can have this hair texture and dreadlocks, right? That's fine. Right? Oh man, I don't know enough about that kind of hair. Should I redraw the beard? Or should I just not do dreadlocks? I like the beard. Alright, I'm keeping it. Okay. He says it in a statement. He says it in a statement! LOL. Stupid. I love it. Uh, LOL is Lowell. Lowell is a weird old name. Huh. Interesting. Too soon, says Galaxy. So you wanted Evil Kraloth to be around longer. Interesting. The person you called hot and amazing? Fascinating. I will hold my opinion until we see Red save his soul. Yeah, that's an interesting point, Scotty. Because I'm really hoping that they remember that plot point and do something about it and care about it. I love the he was so tired aspect, but I wanted to see more repercussions or effects of his mean arc and him making more choices for himself. That's true. I did think that the good parts of Evil Kraloth was that he was a little bit more, or at least less self-sacrificing, which was interesting because I did want him to be less devoted and more, grow grow himself out, grow himself out. You get what I mean. But like I yeah. I think too soon. I do think Kraloth could have stuck around a little bit longer. I do think that there should have been some big blowout fight between him and the boys about his behavior in general. Because I feel like they're so sad. They're mourning Kraloth that they're kind of letting his meanness slide. And I would love if that came to a breaking point. You know what I mean? My favorite part of Dice Shame is the arguments. But like I mean it. Like I really do like how they argue and how they make up and how things continue and maybe get petty and stuff like that. I think it would have been really cool to see his story continue. But I also think it's a really like satisfying ending. I wish we got to see them mourn him more, but regardless, I do think that Joe and Justin put a lot of effort into the ending of Kraloth's story. Because they could have just haphazarded it and done a really shitty ending because a player had to leave. And they really didn't. I really thought that they put a lot of effort in for somebody that was leaving the podcast. And they had like a strict timeline, you know? Like, I thought it was really good. But I do agree that it would have been fun to see it develop a little bit more. Even though I hate Evil Kraloth. But hey, I'm supposed to, right? He's evil. Okay. Choices for himself would have been lovely. Really, truly. I like Raelle as kind of a non-god. she's just like, she's just there, bro. Like, you get powers from her, and you don't have to do jack shit for her. She's just not really a god at all. He's more like a sorcerer, if anything. Uh, it's kind of cool. It's kind of neat. I didn't trust her. I thought she might have bad intentions, but if Kraloth's story got to go long, I would have loved to see how Raelle was maybe using him. I don't know. I was pretty confident she was, but, you know. Yes. They should have called him out and had a horrible time. I agree. I'm wearing my sicko shirt. Oh, baby. uh, that's a good shirt. You should get that. That'd be fun. But would you wear the meme on the shirt or would you just wear sickos on your shirt? That would have been cool. Thanks, Yami. Conflict resolution is such a great part of Dice Shame. It's true. Especially because I don't even think they always do conflict resolution perfectly. I think that sometimes things stick around and tension is still there. And that's what makes it interesting to me. It's a way more human way of apologizing rather than Ah, you've apologized. Well, we're friends again, and we shall never bring this up evermore, you know? Uh, oh man, I like this dwarf guy. He's old. He's got a really convoluted beard. I'm gonna leave that heart there until I forget about it. Okay. I think Justin's performance really did a lot for a rather sudden exit. Yeah, I agree. I mean, for somebody who was leaving the podcast, he really put his whole heart into that Kraloth exit. He went out better than Birdie. Ayo, that's true. Birdie's exit did feel rushed and weird, in my opinion. No offense to Alex, the GM, but like, I don't know. It didn't. It felt. It felt a little bit like the GM's choice rather than the character's choice to leave, which is fine because Birdie sucks. But like, I don't know. I have thoughts, but this is about Daishin. Not wrong. I too would have been swayed. Jack and Red specifically, I think, keep coming and going to unresolved issues, and it's great. Uh, yeah, I love that pair. Not in a shipping way. They would be terrible together, but in a friendship, bros, enemies way. Enemies to bros. But yeah, even before Caleb left, it felt to me like conflict stuck in that sexy. I agree. Like the imp thing, that really stuck around for a bit, and the Krayla and all the tension just kept building and building and building and building. And afterwards, Red forgave him, and then Jack was a little bit in the hot seat for getting an imp. And then after they had the imp discussion, okay, I just did a big re-listen, so my brain is really fresh with this. Jack feels like a complete loser, waste of space, not an asset to the party. And then he's paralyzed by spiders for a whole combat. And then he can't magically deduce how to get out of the forest. And he's like, oh, okay, I'm getting off topic, but like, I don't know. I just love arguments in Dice Shame so much. In any other podcast, it's really cringe and boring. Uh, I love the running low tension between Jack and Red. Me too. I think that they are objectively friends, but they have a complex relationship with that. Uh, I think they would help each other in combat, no doubt. I think they would help each other if the other was like asked for help, no doubt. But fight about it the entire time, absolutely. And it's great. So speaking of pairings, in a non-romantic way, because Dice Shame is the least horny podcast out there. Um, I say that, but yeah, it's the least horny podcast out there. I couldn't see any of these characters getting together. But Torn and Jack have literally been like had pillow talk. Jack has canonically fucked on this podcast, which is baffling to me that the nerd. Anyway, um I don't know how I feel about that, but I will say that Daishame is pretty unromantic to me. But anyway, speaking of parents, platonically. Wow, that was a what a really, and I'm still going off. Huh. Speaking of pairings, Team Corpse Inspectors, uh, Red and Kraloth best friends, and Dorn and Kraloth. I feel like Dorn and Kraloth was really unexplored, but I do like when they interacted. I especially liked when they did mischievous things together against Jack and Red, like both of them going into the portable hole while Jack and Red were fighting and kind of forcing them to talk. That was funny to me. And I think they're a really good comedy duo, uh, uh, Doran and Kraloth, but I do think that they're a little bit unexplored. I think they could have interacted more, but I would say that about Doran and anybody. Uh, um, Jack and Kraloth, Team Corpse Inspectors. I would say that Red and Kraloth are, canonical best friends in the podcast. They start as best friends in the podcast. But like l- as I'm doing a re-listen to this podcast, Jack and Kraloth spend so much time together. They are often paired together. They are often talking. They like really enjoy each other's company and talk about often have similar opinions on things. They take down the Hunt Lords together the first time. They're like the Hunt Lord duo. And like I'm not gonna be like, you know, I think Kraloth's actual best friend is Jack. But I think there's something to be said about like Red and Kraloth barely hang out. Like they're best friends, but like you don't really see that later in the podcast. They really grow distant. And then when Kraloth is undead, Red almost kind of refuses to associate with him. Not associate, but they don't hang out very often. It's very interesting to me. But I do think that Red and Kraloth being best friends was a really cute relationship in the podcast. I did love it, but that's a really small hand compared to that face. That's a baby hand. That right there is a baby hand. That baby hand can't stand. Sorry. What am I doing? I do a lot of like little vocalizations. I'm so sorry. Okay. Oh, I haven't read chat in a while. Oh, I had a worse time with the Imp arc than Mean Kraloth arc. You are an incredibly different person than me, my love. The Imp arc I was fully invested in and so eager to hear everything about it. Mean Kraloth arc I could barely stand some moments. Imp was tough. I had a horrible time with Doran and other dwarves during the giant situation outside of Goldenfield. Yeah, the Jalanthor dwarves? Yeah, the Jalanthor dwarves that was a great arc. I loved it so much, but I was sitting there the whole time. Well, Doran was so vulnerable, right? Yeah. Oh man, that was so tension. That was so tense. I loved it. It was painful. Yeah, we're kind of back there again now, and it's again tough for me. Yeah, poor Doran. But I do think that Doran needs more time in the spotlight just because he's such a. I think Alex Guthrie, at least, is very good at bouncing off of other people, but I don't think that he actively takes the limelight for himself like Rob and Harlan do. And that's fine because I feel like if they were all like desperate to talk, there would be like a lot of crosstalk. But I think that Doran needs. What am I talking about? Anyway, love Team Corpse Inspectors. Yeah, they were great. I love that duo. I agree. I think the moment that reminded me that Kraloth and Red were good friends was when Kraloth remembers when they first met. That stuck with me. Yeah, yeah. The idea of Kraloth feels more alive and more whole around Red because his soul is so big and bright and burning. It's great. I'm animated about it, man. It's great. But it's a very unfair relationship, right? Because Kraloth is looking at Red like, oh, you're my inspiration. You make me feel whole. And I don't know that Red is really looking to Kraloth for much, but it's fascinating, definitely. Team Corpse Inspectors is more fun. Oh, I definitely think they're cute, and I like their banter of Kraloth and Jack. But I think that there's like more. No, no, no. I wouldn't even say more heart, because Jack sounds devastated when Kraloth dies, like truly devastated. And we've already talked about our opinions with Red and Mourning, in that moment, so I won't go into that. But like, Oh my gosh, Rob's acting in that moment, it was a lot. It was like, and he didn't want to give up because Jack is like that, but like, oh my gosh, it's so heartbreaking. Uh, but I do think that in general, there's a lot more heart behind Red and Kraloth's relationship because it to me their friendship is like a sleeper agent, and that it kind of gets awoken at the right moments. One scene that I animated recently was Red is really angry at Kraloth after the imp business, and after they storm the Hunt Lord's keep and they kill the dwarf doorkeeper. Uh, Red takes Kraloth aside, and they're on this like stone bridge, and they talk, and it's really great role play, and you could just see Red like instantly softening as soon as Kraloth explains that he doesn't have a soul and he'll do anything to get it back. It was just such a like, and then Kraloth like Red is fucking furious with Kraloth, and then he just drops it immediately once he hears that his friend is in trouble and that he needs help, and that it just kind of reminded me of like, oh, my friend is stealing money from me. Like, what's going on? Like, oh, I hate them. Oh, they have an addiction problem. Oh my God, I love you so much. I would do anything for you. Like, it's just really, it hurt. It was good. It was so good. God, I love Dice Shame. Okay, anyway. Uh, Bebe Hand. Hey, Bebe Hand. Oh, love Bebe. I love the moment on the bridge with Kraloth and Red. Oh my God, you know what I just talked about, Scotty? That was funny. High five. Scotty. Uh, Not when they piss, right? That's a completely different moment, Galaxy. Oh my God. Oh, I love you. You don't remember anything. uh, Dorian, it's your time. Do, 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 do. Hey guys, anytime you write that in chat, I am going to sing it, so be careful. That's very interesting. I don't think Red looks for much of anything in others. Maybe that's why it's easy for him to hide things from them, for example. Yeah. Wow. Excellent takedown of Red. I think that Red looks for trust in others, and I think that Red hates being lied to and stolen from, hence the imp arc. So I think that Red is happy, and Red is very self-satisfied, and Red is very confident. So I don't think he's looking for wisdom or confidence or, appreciation or compliments necessarily, affection from anybody else, which is fine. That's a great character, my friend, but it makes it very interesting, his relationships, because you wonder why he likes people so much and if they're just like a novelty to him or if there's something deeper there, which I think there is, but in the beginning, he definitely treated Doran like he was a novelty rather than like a genuine relationship with a person, you know? Uh but Red cares about his friends. Like it's very interesting because Red is so, oh man, we should save this for the Red stream, which is next week. I'm not going to talk about Red anymore. Everybody remember that everybody yell at me to talk about Red and his relationships next week. Uh it hurts, but it's also so real. The way you describe his stuff is so on point. Yo, high five, bro. It's true. It really reminded me of like, your friend is still hurting you, but they're doing it for a really like sympathetic reason. And you're like, you just can't be angry at them anymore, you know? Uh there was a bridge there too. There was. I drew it. There's a sunset behind it. I decided that there was a sunset behind it. And then there's, you know what? You guys want to see it? I'll spoil. Um don't worry, Galaxy, I don't remember a lot from Dice Shame either. Hey, you two can high five. Uh we got 10 minutes left, guys. I am holding you in fuzzy memory. Red hates getting stuff stolen from him, yet he just stole a letter. I love him. Yes, he's very hypocritical about that, which I love. Red next week. Woo! You steal from Red? You pick his pockets like little rat boy? Oh, oh, jail for 1,000 years. Uh, yeah. I love Red's, not very well thought out philosophies and morals. Wow, this one's taken a while to load. You can tell it's a big boy. Let's get that timeline out. If you're like, why does this look so quickly done? It's because I didn't care that much. But I love this scene. I just wanted this one to be over. I'm gonna jump to a new animatic after this. Hold on. Let's not make this looping. Let's go to frame 1. Okay. This is rapidly turning into a red stream more than a. Oh wait, I forget that it compresses it like crazy. Well, you'll have to deal with compressed version until the entire animatic is done. Hug. Wait, hold on. I want to go to that frame. It's a hug. They hugging. Which is described. It's described that. Listen, I do take liberties with my animatics, I do admit, but it is described that Kraloth is on his knees, and then Red hugs him. So I'm like, oh man, that's so beautiful. Oh, you guys are freaking out in chat. Pretty, thank you, Yami. Anyway. Yami. But yeah. You'll have to wait until the good quality version comes out, although that might be a while because I'm jumping to a different animatic because I'm a little out of ideas for this one. And just generally getting sad about it. And nervous. Ah, the life of an artist. Okay. I have a 1 minute and 20-minute animation that should take fucking 2 months to make. Honestly, easy peasy. And that one is around 2 minutes and I'm halfway through it. So that one would also be like probably another 2 months of work. And if I worked on them simultaneously, then they would be out in 4 months. But, yeah, I think I'm gonna jump to the other one. And then give that one a break, because I've been bashing my head against this one shot for so long that I'm just so sick of it. And I've tried to move on, but that shot really bugs me so bad. And I know I'm not gonna pull it up because it bugs me so bad. Why am I talking about this? Kraloth! Nervous. Yes, I am nervous to post it. I've talked about it before. It is not funny. It's a Kraloth animatic. It's about Kraloth's story, and it's not funny. It's pretty sad and genuine. And it is. I don't do that. I only do funny. I don't do sad. And I think it says more about me when I do something genuine. And boy, am I scared of being genuine on the internet. I just straight up lied about my name and age and gender for a while on the internet. And then I experimented with gender for a bit, and then I went right back to being cis. But, I just don't, you know. It's funny because I'm doing a drawing stream right now, but still, posting like emotional, heartfelt stuff on the internet still scares the fucking shit out of me, even though I know the Dice Shame fandom will be nice and fun. But also, I think that we could use something funny instead of sad. But that's not what a pot handle looks like, and also that's not how you would hold a pot handle. Whomp whomp. Sad trombone. Oh, we got 6 minutes left, guys. Oh ho ho. Well, let me reassure you that being genuine on the Discord server is very much encouraged. I know, but it's a me problem, Scotty. Artists are genuine all the time online. Artists is the biggest snitch of all. Guys, stop talking about me. We gotta talk about Kraloth. This is getting too genuine. I'm starting to get scared. Yeah, no, I know. Listen, I did a lot of genuine art in college that talked about like my anger issues and stuff like that. But like, you know, it's about Dice Shame. I don't want people to know how much of a freak I am for this podcast. Anyway. Pot handle. Pot lid handle, I should say. Also, hands? Darling, don't say anything about this hand. I don't want to hear it. Sorry, I love you, and I appreciate your commentary, but at this moment in time, please don't say anything about this hand. Your hands are gorgeous, my love. I cannot compare. Uh, I mean that both physically and in your art. Okay. Yes, hand. Yeah, okay. Before you even say it, references would help. I don't want to hear it. I am a coward, my love. I'm yelling into a mic. My bad. Uh, okay. Pot lid. We got 4 minutes still. Anybody got? Ba ba ba. Yeah, we all love the lulls, but we're here to feel, yeah, to experience things together, eh? Oh, sorry, sorry. Oh, love the backpedaling. I know, I will post it. I'm not gonna cower out of posting it. I just think I'm gonna do something funnier and lighter first because the last two animatics I posted were it's been a while. The slug animatic and then this little derpy? Eh, Jesus. This little like goofy um Jack joke. It feels like it would be really weird to go deep into sadness. Uh, Bugs Bunny's socialist meme, our emotions. Oh, our emotions. Kraloth, yeah, he's super cool. I just want to see him in an apron. I would just want him to be happy in a bakery. Isn't he? I want to hug him. Kraloth, apron man. Zolf, apron man. Coincidence? Oh, what a conspiracy theory. Same character? I shall draw Kraloth in an apron for Scotty as we wrap up this stream. Scotty, have you caught every single stream? That's incredible. When we get to 10 streams, we should draw you like a little trophy or something. Or like a little gif of you dancing or something. This is really veering far away from apron. But it is what it is. Also, I didn't draw his chest right. I usually draw him fatter than this. What am I doing? Let's do 7. Boy, they are really arguing out there. I hope that they don't bring it to me. I got a little sign for my door that says streaming now. Sorry, I'm not looking at chat. I'm desperately trying to make a little doodle before we hit 7:30. Well, that's not gonna happen. Okay. This is a too big pen. Too big of a pen. Whoa. This is also like the 3rd, 4th stream in a row where we haven't gotten jump scared by Dice Shame crew? Fascinating. Ooh, they're avoiding us. Maybe I screamed at them too hard. I wonder if they're gonna snoop in on their own character specific streams or if they're going to listen afterwards to get a candid experience. I'm wondering. That's interesting. Well, we have to watch what we say. I mean, I doubt that anybody's going to be mean about these Daishim characters that we all love, but fascinating. Anyway, uh, this face is silly. It's a silly face. Let's make the pen type a little small. Oh no, it's 7:30. Okay, sorry, Scotty. Faceless Kraloth. Isn't he? I want to hug him. XD, Kraloth, Apron Man. Okay. Aw, says Scotty. I think so. Ooh. Scotty, Employee of the Month. Scotty, Employee of the Month. Caught every single stream. No, I'm just a support character, I promise. Aw, you're an NPC, which is played by Joe. An honor. Roommates. Bah. That's so cute. It's hard not to wonder. I wonder what you're talking about. Oh, you mean for the Daishim cast? Yeah, they might. They might. That's so cute. But fan spaces are for fans. It's true. But it would be fun if they came. It just He brought a casserole. Honestly, I was thinking about the casserole from Kiki. The like little fish shaped casserole. Okay, we'll call it there, guys. Honestly, screw this Kraloth. The only good one here is this dwarf guy. Look at him. He's so old. I love him. I love his too complex beard. So cute. Okay. The biggest honor to be played as an NPC by Joe. Yeah, Joe's the best. Okay. I think we're gonna end the stream there, guys. We went a little bit over even. Thanks for listening, everybody. Especially Scotty for catching the full stream. I have to, oh god. You remember how I messed with my setup right before streaming? I have to find the stop streaming button. There it is. Okay. Bye, everybody. Boop. Boop.